how do I develop end-stage kidney failure? Well, remember, we said the nephrons are like little small kidneys. And they said 1 out of 5 people who develop end-stage kidney failure, come from high blood pressure. And 1 out of 3 people who develop end-stage kidney failure come from diabetes. Now think of the nephrons in your kidneys. There are a million of these small little nephrons that look like small kidneys. Think of their small little particles of kidneys. The same way your kidneys look, let's break down the nephrons to be thousands of millions of those. Okay? Let's break this down. You have these nephrons, and if you have high blood pressure, what does high blood pressure mean? You have higher pressure on the arteries, on the veins of your body. I gave an example the other day. I was at a church speaking. I said it's like having a high amount of pressure inside of a small water pipe. A small water pipe. If you have too much pressure on the water pipe, it damages the actual pipe. It will damage the pipe. Now your kidneys have these small nephrons in there that have these small capillaries. These capillary jobs is the pressure allows the toxins to flow out into the to the bladder and reabsorb the metals and the salts and the minerals, everything you need back for good health. Not the metals, but minerals and the nutrition that the body needs. It reabsorbs it. But there's small capillaries that go through these small nephrons. Now, if you have high blood pressure, you're putting a large amount of pressure on these small capillaries. Now, what happens? What do we say? You damage the small pipe. If you put too much pressure on a small pipe, you will damage it. Too much water pressure. It will actually damage the pipe. The same thing will happen if you have too much pressure inside of small veins and small arteries called capillaries. Or small arteries called capillaries. You actually end up damaging them to the point where they stop working. They stop filtering. You may say, Abdul, why does it stop filtering? Because the body overcompensates for the pressure. It makes those capillaries thicker. It makes them thicker. Oh, why would you want them? Well, that makes sense. Wouldn't you want them to become thicker? No. Why wouldn't you want them to become thicker? Because their job is to filter. How are you going to filter if you have a thicker capillary? It should be slightly porous to be able to flow in and out with the pressure. If you thicken the capillaries, then you lose the pressure, you lose the movement from movement through osmosis. You lose that movement going back and forth. It's thicker. It's damaged. Now those capillaries in that one nephron is damaged. You have millions. And if it's damaging one, it's damaging multiple ones. It's thousands and hundreds of thousands that's being damaged. And the higher the pressure, the more you're damaging the capillaries, the more it cannot filter. The more it cannot filter.